How y'all doing out there? Y'all already know it's Mr. Hood Love Mikey B. Hood Love TV, where you live, love, and learn. Diddy is not guilty. Not guilty of the top charges. Wow. This was like a long wait for this. The liberation was fast in this case. So Sean P. Diddy Combs, he was found not guilty of the racketeering charge or either of the trafficking charges that he got, as well as he was found guilty in 2 charges of prostitution, which carries 10 years apiece, a maximum 10 years apiece. But he's no longer facing a life sentence. He's no longer facing P. Diddy's no longer facing a life sentence. I told y'all this. A lot of news people. I seen a lot of bloggers, a lot of news people saying that it was looking bad for Diddy yesterday. I didn't make a video yesterday because I didn't need to make a video. The day before, when I said what I had to say, I stood on that. AP salute. But I stood on that. I told y'all when that number 25 juror, when he held out, I told y'all that looked good for Diddy. They were saying that he was already convicted of the other 4 charges, and now they're trying to convict him of the 5th charge. I knew that was not true. I knew that was not true. Wow. What happens now? Is the judge going to max him out, or is the judge going to sentence him to the maximum or not? A lot of people... Yo, JTR Monster Mo, man. Make sure y'all go tap it with Monster Mo at JTR Podcasts. A lot of good content over there. Yo, salute Monster Mo. You already know. Yo, listen. I knew it. And let me tell you something. Like I said in other videos, in my past videos, I thought Diddy was going to be guilty because I thought they would be more. I thought they did a lot of talking on this internet and in this media about, I'm going to just say, little people being abused. And they know as human beings, we all look at people that do these things to these little people. It stirs something in all of us. It stirs something in all of us whenever... Yo, Wrong Route in the building. Yo, Spec, salute, man. You already know, man. Go subscribe to Wrong Route Music Group. Y'all want to listen to some good music, some good vibes, go to Wrong Route over there, man. They doing big out there in Queens, New York, over there in Linden. Great work. Make sure y'all go subscribe. But they promoted this. Oh, Henny, salute. They promoted this as an attack on the industry and the worst people in the industry. This is how they framed this whole thing, right? With Cassie winning her lawsuit, we know, a lot of us know, I know, that it's the burden of proof. Johnny P, how you doing? The burden of proof is a lot less in a civil case than a criminal case. The burden of proof is much less. Cassie was going to get that and more, right? They try to use the momentum of the Cassie win in this Diddy case, and it did not work. It did not work. They did great. Yo, little Mario, what's going on? You know what it is, y'all. When y'all get in the building, don't forget to hit that like button. Double tap the screen. If you're in a live screen, double tap the screen. I'm good, man. Just I kind of knew this after seeing everything. I thought Diddy was guilty at first too. When they said little people who are involved, all these big stars, you know, us average Americans, Us average Americans, we all look at the Hollywood and the big wigs and the politicians sideways. We think they're all closet freaks. We think they all deviants. You know, we think, we hear these stories come out, people come out and tell us these stories, and we listen and we tuned into these stories. We want the juicy, the morsels and all this stuff. And when they give it to us, we think everybody in Hollywood is nasty. All right, little Mario, we think everybody's nasty. I'm just being honest. We think all of those people are nasty. So when they said these other individuals were involved and none of that came out during this trial, I was like, hold up. When they stopped the trial after the last few people that testified, I'm like, wait a minute, where is the rest of the evidence y'all told us was going to be here? Where is all these people and things at? Where did they go? But they never had it. It was never there. They used that as propaganda, right? To slander Diddy's name, to kill his credibility in social media. They did a good job of it. I believed it. I'm not going to lie. You can look at past videos. You can look at my videos. I got Diddy being guilty. I'm just being honest. But after the trial, during the trial, and after the trial, I'm watching. I'm like, hold up. They were supposed to come out with a list in March. Me and my wife, we was looking for the list of all the people that were going to these Diddy parties and doing all this nasty stuff we heard about. You heard? Little Dawn, what up? We was looking for, we wanted to know the names. Oprah, let's see, because they saying Oprah's down with this stuff. We looking. The Carters, they saying the Carters' name, you know what I'm saying? Salute to Jay-Z and his wife Beyonce. But they said their names. They were at some of the parties. So we were looking for more people to be charged, more people. This is the average American. Average American thought they was about to take down the whole Hollywood, all the music industry's execs. But that was cap. That was lies. They lied to us again. And they thought they was going to be able to convict Diddy with these lies. And it didn't work. I'm going to get into that in this video, though. Why Diddy was spared. If you do not know now, or you do not understand, Diddy is a gatekeeper of the music industry. He's one of the major gatekeepers of the music industry. He's one of the major gatekeepers of the music industry. You know what Diddy didn't do that everybody thought he was going to do, including myself? Diddy didn't tell. That we know about now. It didn't come out yet. Diddy didn't tell. That's why Diddy wasn't found in a jail cell smothered like Epstein. Diddy didn't tell. They let Diddy slide. They let Diddy get off because Diddy did not tell. Diddy held their secrets. Diddy didn't go in there and break down and tell on everybody. Diddy did not tell, and that's why Diddy was spared in this case. That's why Diddy was spared in his case. He didn't tell. Come on, you know Diddy knows all the nasty freaks and all the tapes. He knows all. He was the freak off ringmaster. He was the freak off ringmaster for a while, right? He got that job for somebody else. And, all these islands and places they've been going all across the world. Forget Miami and California. This is small potatoes. This is going on across the world. These trips across seas. England, UK, they all involved. They all know what's going on. Diddy was saved because Diddy didn't talk. Diddy was saved because Diddy didn't talk. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest. Just like everybody else, just like all the other criminal elements, they don't like a snitch. I'm just being honest. They committing major crimes out here and they don't like a snitch. Diddy didn't tell. Diddy's gonna have all the support. His records is you see Diddy's records are still spinning. He did. You see his records is still spinning. R. Kelly, look how quickly they shut R. Kelly down. They took all his music down. All his stuff is gone. It's hard. It was hard to find an R. Kelly song. It was hard to find a Bill Cosby movie anywhere. They took Bill Cosby's movies when Bill Cosby was going through that stuff. Everybody turned their back. Everybody dropped them. I didn't hear it. I didn't hear none of these people drop Puff. I didn't hear none of that about Puff. I didn't hear that about Puff. Why didn't they take all the Bad Boy records off? Why? Mary Richards, that's a good one. Mary Richards, how you doing? Mary Richards said they should give him a sentence of no baby oil for life. You can never own another bottle of baby oil. That's a good one, Mary. That's a good one. But yeah, he didn't tell. That's why Diddy is still in circulation. That's why his music is still up there. Banned from Johnson and Johnson. The judge might, you don't know what the judge is gonna come out with this when he convicts Diddy. You don't know what the judge is gonna say. You don't know what the judge is gonna say, you right? But Diddy didn't tell. Diddy didn't tell on the people that turned him on to doing these freak offs. Because he was turned on. Yo, Wax Dog, salute. Because he was turned on. You already know, Queens get the money. Because he was turned on by somebody. He didn't tell. And if he would have told, they would have knew he told. He didn't tell. That's why Diddy's coming home. I don't know if the judge is going to be lenient with Diddy. I don't know. This is his first time being convicted. I don't know why the judge would max him out. I don't know why the judge wouldn't max him out. But this is his first time being convicted of a charge. Diddy don't got no charges? East side of town, salute. Diddy never been up. Diddy don't got no felonies. He beat the Shine stuff. He beat that. So I don't see why the judge would max Diddy out. He was found guilty of 2 counts of driving somebody or bringing somebody to a location for prostitution. He got convicted of prostitution. That's the only 2 things he got convicted of. The lesser charges, right? The heavier charge that could have got him life, they found him not innocent of that. The judge could say, yo, I'm going to give him probation. Don't do it again, Diddy. Bad Diddy. Bad Diddy. No baby oil for the next 5 years. 5 years of baby oil probation. You heard? Yo, Mike Velez, what up? Sean was definitely Sean. Yo, I ain't even get into hip-hop yet. I'm going to go into hip-hop. Hip-hop. Diddy coming home. Diddy coming home. These dudes was making songs, no Diddy. These dudes up here talking, no Diddy. Diddy's about to be on these streets again. I know dudes is biting their nails in the industry like, yo, I dissed them. They trying to take the disses they did down on Diddy right now. Yo, them industry dudes is about to be in trouble when Diddy step out of there, you heard? But yeah, the judge might sentence Diddy to probation. 5 years of probation. You know, no, you can't go near baby oil or where baby oil is sold. You know what I mean? No, she can't even go to a place where baby oil is sold. Like if you know, if you get a ticket for like DWI or something, you know, they say you can't drink. You get your charge, they be like, yo, listen, you can't drink for 5 years. You heard? They might tell him he can't use baby oil for 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Yo, listen. Yo, Chico, you know I keep it real. I thought Diddy was done. I made a video saying Diddy was done like a year ago. I made a video saying Diddy was done. I'm honest, you know what I mean? But that was before we seen the charges. That was before we seen the charges. Yo, D-Time, what up, man? Yo, FB, yo, ABG, FBA, what up? Right, 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 Wax. Yo, right, Wax, dog. I don't see them giving, yo, D-Time, what up? I don't see them giving them 10 years. I don't see that. Right, right. No cap TV, that's right. Yo, Mike Velez, you know I was on Diddy's body at first. They tricked me. The media tricked me. I thought there was little people, and you know what I'm talking about, involved in this case. You know how we feel about the kids. I heard all kind of wildness. I'm being honest. They really had me thinking, you know what I'm saying? Or they kept that a secret. I think they kept that out because if they talked about that, it would have brought too many people in, and then they would have had to start quieting people. You heard? Yeah, yeah, right, right, no cap. Yeah, EQ, he's in Shawanga with us. I don't think he's gonna get that much time. I don't think he's gonna get that much time. But, but I thought kids, I'm being honest. They were saying and they know how to play us. I'm just being honest. The media knows how to play us. They know how to play the average American for you to believe exactly what they want you to believe, and then for you to do the things that they want you to do. I'm just being honest. But I thought personally, Diddy in five like the playoffs. You think you gonna give Diddy 5 years? If they give Diddy 5 years, I think Diddy done out 5 years might be. If the judge sentenced him to 5 years though, 18 months, Chico Low, 18 months, he might get like 18 months. You see him go to a camp or something. He might get something like that, a sentence like that. I can see a sentence like 2 years. With Tom, sir, he been in there for some months now. He been in there for a while now, like almost a year now, right? He go in there for 6 months, come out, it's over. Yo, Wax Dog, they got us. They made it seem, and I'm not saying that they don't got information that they're not sharing, but they made us think kids was involved in this case. This is how they got us to flip on Diddy. They got us to flip because we thought they were saying all these people was doing all these things. Yeah, you talking about consenting adults. Once it went to just consenting adults, yo, listen, Cassie was the gift and the curse. Cassie was to Diddy what's his name? Woody was the young thug. Woody, his name is Woody. Woody, what Woody did for Young Thug, Woody told, but he went up there and he said so much nonsense that it messed the whole case up. Once Cassie went up there and said she did all that stuff was willing, like Wax Dog said, a consensual adult. It wasn't no forcible stuff. It wasn't no, she was having a good, they was partying. They was freaking off. That's what they was doing. She was with it. Wasn't nobody, you know what I'm saying? Yo, Double G, Double G TV. Make sure y'all go subscribe to my brother, Great God in the building, you heard? He gonna leak everybody nasty tapes now. Yo, Shut Him Down Radio. But we didn't think, we knew Diddy was nasty. So if we are convicting Diddy of being just nasty, he would have been convicted. Guilty. Is Diddy nasty? Don't get me wrong. During this trial, I learned he was a lot nastier than I thought he was. I'm just being honest. He was a lot nastier than I thought he was. Mikey B, how do you to the charge of Diddy being nasty? Diddy is guilty of being very, very, very nasty, you heard? Anytime you put another man's juices, you rub another man's juices on your nipples, you are really, really nasty, you heard? Any other time when a man's juices get near you, you be ready to fight. Sports like, yo, get off me, you sweating on me. Like, what are you doing? Like, sweaty self over there, you heard? Just sweat. Man sweat on you. If a man sweat touch on you, you got to take a whole shower. Like, yo, bro, why you sweating? Like, what are you touching me for? Like, you so close to me. Any other time, you upset. So Diddy is nasty. They proved that he was nasty, and I think they try to convict him of just being nasty. Listen, he's nasty. He got to go to jail. He is way too nasty for these streets. Newsflash, it's a lot of nasty people out here all over the internet. You know what I'm saying? If you want to see them, there's 1,000 sites where you can go see all the nastiness you want to see. Is all over the internet, everywhere. It's like 90% of the internet, 90% of the internet is nasty. Real nasty. You heard? Nasty work. Nasty work. It's nasty work out here. Listen to hip hop, they telling you how nasty they are in the songs. You hear these girls, they telling you, guys, they telling you how nasty they are. With all the nastiness you could want is all out here. Yo, C-Note, Diddy is fuming. Diddy is like, they want to play with me. They want to play with my name. they will put respect on Diddy's name when I get from behind these bars. They in trouble. Hip hop is in trouble. Them dudes that flipped on Diddy, y'all wasn't taking Diddy's calls. Remember, he was mad at Hov for not taking his calls. Y'all wasn't taking Diddy's calls. Y'all stopped picking up that phone for Diddy. Diddy's about to come home. Diddy, he about to come home like John Wick. You heard? Diddy Wick. It's about to be a Diddy Wick situation, you heard? Right, Mary? They can't that's double jeopardy. They can't charge you with the same things. You heard, D-Time? Big Gene Pauls. Yeah, Gene Deal. Gene Deal, you better be low. Yo, D-Time, they can't charge you with the same charges in the States that they already charged to get you in the feds. That's double jeopardy. So they can't charge you twice. They cannot charge you twice. So Diddy cannot get charged for those same charges with those same people. Maybe if it's new people and new information, then they can charge him again. But those same people, those people that came forward, Cassie, 50, I don't know, the other person that was the female that everybody thinks is 50 baby mother. Yo, Ron Bacardi, what up? Salute. He would have definitely got convicted of that. You heard Mike Velez? Nasty in the first degree and baby oil in the third. He would have definitely got convicted of that. You heard? Yo, Four Corner Media, what's going on? Yeah, he going to a camp. They not. He didn't get. You got to remember the RICO charge. That RICO charge, and those sex trafficking charges are violent. He didn't get convicted. Yo, City Bama, what up? He didn't get convicted. He didn't get convicted of no serious charges that he could face life for. Being that he didn't get convicted of those serious charges, he can, he has a way out of all of this. You know what I'm saying? Yo, I'll be popping out all the time. Four Corner Media, they be playing with my notifications. They be playing with my notifications sometime. You know what I mean? So you got to just tap in and check out. I'll be up here almost every day almost. I might take a day off during the week or so, but I usually be up here at least 5 or 6 times a week, bro. So make sure you pop out Four Corner Media. I'll be around. You heard? But the industry. Oh, at 1 o'clock, yeah, I'm gonna tap in for that too. I'm gonna tap in to see if they're gonna convict him or not. Right, Cino. But I ain't gonna front. They got us though, and the jury. And let me tell you something. I'm not one of those people. Unless I have inside information and I know. I'm not one of those people that's gonna be mad at the verdict. I'm not gonna be mad at the verdict because those people, they sat down, they deliberated, and the people have spoken. The people have spoken. I mean, I never wanted Diddy to be guilty. I just thought he was guilty from all the information that I got for all the people that came out of all of his peers in the music industry that came out against him. I thought he was guilty from a lot of the stuff that I've seen, a lot of people that was coming forward, a lot of things that was being said. And let me tell you something, like I said, I think they played us all when they said kids were involved. Once we hear kids involved, once us human beings hear that you are violating kids in some type of way, in any kind of way, then we are going to be up in arms. We're not going to care. We want everybody, we want the worst for you. We want anything bad that can probably happen to you. We gonna want that. I'm just being honest. How we are in America, if you did anything to kids and we know about it, then we get word of it, we get wind, then we want your head. You know what I'm saying? Pause. But we want justice. We want your head. We want, anything that we can do to deal with you so we can get some kind of justice for these kids. So we can get some kind of justice for these kids, then we all gonna go against you. The criminals, the civilians, everybody's gonna go against you when it comes to those kids. The only people that might be on your side is the people that are like you in that regard. But when it comes to kids, and they played us because they played us all the way. They kept promoting that it was, other smaller people, girls was coming out. I don't know if they was lying or telling the truth, saying that they was out partying. And you see these smaller people at the parties and they're not supposed to be there. They shouldn't be there. A lot of people came out with that stuff, you heard? Yo, word up. Yeah, I see what you're saying, Great God. And I don't believe everything I hear, but it was so many people with so many voices from the industry that came out against him. And the industry as a whole, they've been talking about some of the sacrifices, the doors. We've been hearing it, but they've been killing us in the media with that stuff. The Nori's door. This over here might be something. This over there might be something. It's all kind of weird stuff going on. We say we don't believe in conspiracies, but we do. We believe in conspiracies. And, we've been hearing these conspiracies for a while now. A lot of people been coming with these stories and these allegations and all this stuff. And it's like, what do I believe? You know what I'm saying? But when that stuff didn't come into trial, I totally, because I wasn't even, personally, I wasn't paying, I wasn't even watching the trial. I watched some of the Cassidy stuff. I watched certain stuff. I wasn't even paying too much attention like every day on a Diddy trial. I was not. A little bit too nasty for me. Probably not my content. I don't really want to even deal with certain stuff. You know what I'm saying? I don't even want to hear that type of stuff. Some things you just can't unhear. Now I gotta remember this. Diddy's nastiness. I gotta remember all this nasty stuff that Diddy done did. Come on, I don't want to hear that. I'm just being honest. I didn't want to hear all that nastiness. I didn't. I didn't want to hear that. Hit that like little button. Show some love, y'all. Y'all know what it is. But I didn't want to hear all the nastiness. I didn't. See, no, right. And now I see it for what it was. My little gray hair showing. Now I'm seeing it for what it was. That was all a play. They played the American people with the media like they always do. They try to use it to convict him. I don't think they're going to mess with Hov. I don't think so. You think they're going to come for him, Great God? I don't think they're coming for Hov. I don't think they're coming for Hov. I'm being honest. I don't think they're coming for Hov. I think that's a losing battle. I don't think they don't want to take too many losses like that. Word up. But yeah, man, they got us. They got us with that kid stuff. They got us with that. And that's why we all really thought. That's why I ain't gonna lie. I didn't really feel no type of way about, Diddy and all the stuff. Give a poll on what? Greg, what you talking about? It's not too late, right? Oh, man, I put the green screen on? None. Diddy, Kelly, not guilty. You can charge me, but I'm not guilty. Diddy, Kelly, not guilty. I feel like I'm in a video, like I'm in a music video with Diddy right now. Diddy, Kelly, not guilty. You can charge me, but I'm not guilty. I feel like I'm in a music video here. Shout out, yo, Rue, what up? Shout out from the UK. Hold on, let me see. Where's the polls at? Let me see if I can put one up real quick. Wow. Nah, I think I got to do it at the beginning to put the poll up there. If you think they're coming for Hove next, put a 1 in the chat. If you think they not messing with Hove's, Beyonce and the Carters, put a 2 in the chat. But if you think they definitely coming, put a 1. I don't think, let me see. Let me put my, I'm gonna put a 2 in the chat. I don't think they coming for Hove. I don't think they tried, but I don't think they messing with Hove. But that's why Diddy ain't blow trial. That's why you ain't hear that Diddy was found dead in no jail cell, because Diddy kept his mouth closed on the higher ups. He kept his mouth closed on his peers and all the nasty things he knows about. Diddy kept it quiet. Diddy kept it silent. Diddy kept it silent. That's why Diddy is not convicted. That's why Diddy, because you got to remember how powerful Diddy is. He ain't the most powerful dude in the industry. It's people over him that pay him. He a billionaire that get paid. And let understand, no black person owns a major music distribution in the world or America. No black person owns that. No black Jay-Z don't own it. They billionaires and they still don't own it. Diddy is a billionaire. He still don't own it. No black person owns a major distribution company in the music industry. They answering up. They answering up. I'm gonna talk to y'all about this music industry too. I got some good stories coming up about this music industry. And it's not really stories, but I got some good stuff coming up about the music industry, you heard? Yeah, they prepared us with Fat Joe and Tyler Perry, yep. But he is definitely gonna pay that money. I'm telling you, we didn't see, they banned R. Kelly quick. They took his music down. You couldn't listen to R. Kelly no more. They did that quick. They did that fast. They did that fast with R. Kelly, you heard? That was like in an instant. Why didn't they do that with Diddy? They did that to R. Kelly, I think, before he was convicted. They did a lot of this stuff to Bill Cosby before he was convicted. Lost sponsors, lost shows down. You can't watch the show no more. They did that to them guys before they were convicted. Why didn't that happen to Diddy? Because Diddy ain't tell. Diddy ain't go against the music industry. Diddy ain't tell. And they know Diddy's work is not done in the music industry. Diddy still got more work to do. They ain't breaking the ties with Diddy. Diddy's one of the top earners, one of the top recruiters, and one of the top freak-off buddies. Yeah. You seen the people that was in those parties with Diddy? A-list celebrities. If you really take down Diddy, you got to take down Hollywood. You got to take down the top music moguls in America and probably across seas. That's why Diddy ain't go down. Because if you take him down, you got to take all of them down. And they ain't trying to get in that kind of fight. You got to understand, the music industry is one of the constructs of what? The CIA. Federal government. That's one of their ways of putting things out there, getting things done that they want done through the music industry. What you think? All these guys we be up here saying, yo, this dude is working, that dude is working. You know what I'm saying? Yo, this dude might be down. All these dudes in the music industry got cases that just disappear, just stop going to court. You know, gun charges, they don't play with them gun charges. Disappearing gun charges. All these guns just gone. All right, don't worry about it. How that happened? How that happened? Guns just don't disappear. Gun charges don't disappear from court. Think about it. Think about it. That stuff don't just happen like that. That stuff don't just disappear. That is a construct. Diddy work ain't done? Diddy work ain't done? He's one of their top earners. He's one of their top gatekeepers. He's one of their top earners, one of their top gatekeepers. Irrefutable. Irrefutable. That's irrefutable information right there. That's real talk. Braun, they got to take down the NBA? We got to take the NBA down because of these parties? They ain't doing that. LeBron, that's right. LeBron had a whole dress on, right? Talking about, listen, he had the maid dress on. Ain't no party like a Diddy party. That's wild. Yo, Eric Pittman, what up? Word up. Real talk. Yo, that's real talk. Yo, shut him down radio. That's crazy. Yo, that's wild, great God, you heard? Meek said no Diddy. Meek said no Diddy. Meek ain't picking Diddy up. Meek is on a team no Diddy. Meek is on team no Diddy. Yup. Yeah, I was at HDM in 96, Eric. I was in 2 Block. I was in 2 Block at HDM in 1996. Facts. You was there with me? Oh no, great God. He was fronting on the no Diddy. We know that, bro. Yo, listen. He was not fronting. That Meek said no Diddy. Meek said no Diddy. He gonna have to do some apologizing. Okay. Oh, you was at HDM with me in '96. I'm Eric. What block? What block were you in? Yo, they did have wild matching outfits. I can't front, you heard? They did have wild. Oh, you was in 4 block? Oh, okay. Um, Walt was over there. Corley was over there with you in 4 block. I think Corley was over there. I know War Guard Ramel wasn't over there, but I think Corley was over there. Matching out, 10 matching outfits is wild. You heard? All right, you could bump into somebody. You got the same outfit on once. 10 times is wild. 10 times we pop out together with matching outfits on 10 times. We definitely in a relationship. I'm just being honest. Yeah, R.I.P. the War Guard. You already know that's the big bro right there. You heard? El Plaga TV. You already know. Yeah, that was the big bro right there. That was my big bro right there, Ramel War Guard. You heard? Nah, listen. One matching outfit could be a mistake. 10. If you got the same outfit on 10 times, you in a relationship. You know what I mean? I don't care if it's 10 mistakes. Y'all mistakenly hooked up at some point. You know what I mean? If you had 10, if you got anybody, any person like that. Not saying that's Meek Mills. You know what I'm saying? Meek Mills is team no Diddy. Meek don't play that. Meek Mills is team no Diddy. I like Meek Mills. I rock with Meek Mills. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, yo, Eric, yo, HDM in '96, I be telling him, HDM was crazy. Yeah, that was my big bro. Yo, when I seen Ramel in HDM in 1996, the last time I seen him, I was a little kid since the 80s. I didn't see Ramel since the 80s. When I seen him in 1996, he seen me in a mess hall. I didn't even recognize him. He recognized me. He was like Mikey. He was like little Mikey. I was like, yeah. Ramel held me down too. I was gonna get it on. I was gonna get it on with 12 too one day. And Ramel ran over there, held me down by the mess hall, coming out the mess hall in HDM. I was gonna get it on with 12. Just, beefing. And Ramel came over there. And Ramel was like, nah, he ain't the one. Yeah, Ramel was the barber, right? He was the barber. Ramel was the barber, right, Gregor? Yeah, he from my block. He from around the corner. He know my whole family. We grew up under Ramel. That's who Nas was talking about. Ramel with the gold in his grill, trying to get a name hole in the steel. And it was written, I think. Ramel was crazy, you heard? Ramel was crazy in them streets. He was giving them rappers a hard time out there, Queens. He was giving a lot of people a hard time. Ramel was an animal, you heard? War Guard. Ramel was an animal, you heard? Yo, word though, man. Yo, listen, I'm about to tap out. I'm probably going to tap back in with y'all when we see if Diddy is released. I'll probably tap back in later on, you know what I'm saying? Appreciate y'all for tapping in. Share the live with somebody that you might, that might want to see this. Check it out. Check out the content. And you know what it is, man. Oh, Sherm was there as well. Yeah, salute to Sherm. I had spoke to Sherm about a few months ago. I had spoke to Sherm. Salute, free Sherm. Free Sherm. I got my ass kicked messing with Sherm too. Sherm got my ass kicked by the police in a Bing, you heard? Messing with Sherm, I got my ass. Yeah, they tightened me up, you heard? Yeah, that was kind of crazy. That pool scene, yeah, it was kind of crazy. I can't front wax, dog. That pool scene was kind of crazy, you heard? But salute to y'all, man. I'm probably tapping with y'all later on. I want to see. I'm gonna go check out and see what happens at 1 o'clock and see if they free Diddy or not. You know what I mean? We free Diddy. Look, we talking about free Diddy now. You heard? A few months ago, we was like, hold up, it's crazy, man. But the people have spoken. Diddy not guilty. Diddy not guilty of the top 3 charges where he could have got life. Racketeering, trafficking, trafficking charges. He got the 2 lesser charges. Gotta be a win in somebody's book. Gotta be a win in somebody's book. When you could return to your fam, you know you'll be returning to your family shortly, you heard? But you already know what it is, man. It's Mr. Hood Love Mikey B. Hood Love TV, where you live, love, and learn. You already know Wax Dog Queens get the money. Salute. Salute to everybody that popped out. Double G TV, all the peoples, man. Appreciate y'all. You know, BX Indio. Salute to all of y'all. El Plaga TV, Eric. Yo, salute to y'all, man. I'll probably be back out. Y'all know what it is, man. Mr. Hood Love Mikey B. Salute.